All right. Good morning. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Friday edition of the Dubb training. Welcome in. As you're coming in, if you don't mind putting a one in the chat if you're new to Dubb, two if you're returning, that would be helpful just in terms of where you are in your Dubb journey. So please put a one in the chat if you're new, two if you're returning. I see a couple names popping in, obviously, that I recognize. Eduardo, good to see you back as always. Chad, are you new to Dub or are you returning, Chad? Your name looks familiar, but I'm not too sure. And Chad, you can unmute yourself if you want to, if you want to say hi. If not, you can say hi in the chat and just let me know if you're returning or if you're new to Dub. One if you're new, two if you're returning. That would be helpful. And if you are new to Dub and you put a one in the chat, just put your industry in there as well. That would be nice to know. And then if you're returning, just put into the chat, kind of to make our way along here. If there's anything that you want to see or you have questions on, just feel free to drop that into the chat. And as we make our way through the process of going through Dub, we'll answer those in the backside at the bottom of the hour. So if you are coming in again, please one if you're new, two if you're returning. Thank you for people that have done that. It's great. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to pop into the platform. We're going to look at some of the strategies that have worked well over the years for folks. We're going to look at the different ways that you record that makes sense in terms of a strategy, what piece of technology you would use. We also have an AI component to Dub that we've had in our AI suite. We have an AI writer, we have AI avatars, we have text to voice, and we have an AI sales assistant, which is I think out of all of them the AI writer and the AI sales assistant are probably two of the most popular ones that a lot of Dub users use. So we'll look at the use cases for that as well. But let's look at the basic recording stuff first. You always gotta, walk before you can run. So let's jump in here. Let me share my screen. And just as a reminder before I do, that all of these recordings will be on our YouTube channel for Dub support. So, probably within a couple hours, typically or same day, depending on how busy it is, the recordings that we're doing here will be part of Dub support. So when the recording is done, if you ask some questions in the live training here, just go to Dub support later in the day, and then you'll find the live trainings right in here on this page. As you can see, mine are down here. We also have some other videos that are uploaded. We have macro clips and micro clips of these different trainings. So you have little tidbits in here as well to be able to check that out. So a really good learning point. Another great spot for learning is right in here in the Dub dashboard. If you scroll down a little bit, and you go over to Dubb Academy, which is over here to the right. You can just click on videos and it will bring you to this area here, which is called, again, Dubb Academy. And it has a lot of videos in here that are in order in terms of how to do stuff. The longest video I believe is about 9 or 10 minutes, but they're pretty consumable in terms of, the other ones are a lot shorter than that. But they're good learning pieces. And again, it's right inside the dashboard, right over here to the right under Dubb Academy. You also have the ability to be a Dub partner. So be a partner. If you don't know about the Dub partner program, 30% recurring commission on anyone that subscribes to Dub. So all you have to do is click the apply now button here. It's going to create this little referral link for you. And once it creates the link, you can just share that wherever you'd like to share it. If you have a webinar that you're putting on, just let me know. I can always co-host it with you if you want to do that. If you know 4 or 5 people that you think, as far as professional contacts, a Dub would make sense for them, you can kind of get them all into a group, into a Zoom, and let me know. I can come in and pitch for you. Or you could also just invite them in here to this live training, dubb.com/T for training. And they can come in here and get what they need and get their questions answered. And because, if you're on a paid plan with Dubb and you get 4 or 5 people, you got a free account, if you're on our pro plan. So it's, let us pay you instead of you paying us. And then as far as recording videos, so when we record videos, whenever you record something in Dubb, as a reminder, it's a repeating 3-second GIF of the beginning of that video. So when you hit record, that first 3 seconds is important. Now with editing, you can take a part of the video with editing and move it to the front for the first 3 seconds, or you can upload your own thumbnail. But if you're making a number of sales videos throughout the day, just for efficiency purposes, it's really nice to understand that as soon as you hit record, okay, that's going to be 3 seconds and be ready. Now, the key with the GIF is you want to make it as interesting as you can. So over the years, the name has always worked well. You can't go wrong with the name. If you have warm contacts or even a contact you're introducing yourself to, put the name on there. And all I did here was I used the Dubb mobile app. And on the Dubb mobile app, there's a whiteboard button where you can type a message on there. As far as recommendations, obviously, name is great. Phrase is great too, in terms of if you're kind of re-engaging with a group, and they all have something in common, have some type of phrase that relates to the entire group. Just make sure it's short and punchy. You don't want to have something too long because it's small, it's tough to read. And the last part of this is the movement to the GIF. You obviously want to have a slight movement to it. It doesn't have to be a performance, but have something going on where it's interesting. If you're just going to stay still like this, it's kind of boring. You're not doing anything. Just bring it up into frame, just something as subtle as that. Now, another recording style that works very well from the same webcam that we were recording from inside Dubb is this one right here. Just drop a virtual background behind you. The virtual background will give context to the person you're sending the video to. In this case, Sarah knows the video is about her. She doesn't know exactly what it's about, but she knows it's about her, kind of like the movie trailer before the movie. And just a slight movement, a little movement there again brings the GIF to life. Because when you make these videos, the whole idea behind this is someone sees this, they click on it, and now they've gotten to a customized landing page that we call a preset. So you want to be able to get someone from the moment they get the video in their inbox here to be interested enough to want to click, and then boom, as soon as you have it, it's right over here, just like that. Now, this page is again called a preset. It's a customized landing page. Now, it's going to have your branding. So it's going to have a logo, your logo. It's going to have an image behind the video player. It's going to have the video that you recorded for that one person or the group. And below that, it's going to have your playlist videos, the videos that are going to play right after the one you've created. The cool thing about playlist videos is it not only provides more information for the person or the group, but it enables you to not have to repeat yourself 100,000 times about what you do and why someone should work with you. You can focus on with the video, you can focus on the individual person or the group and worry about their challenges and make that suggestion. And then after that, you can record one video, one time, minute or less, about you and what you do. And you don't have to keep repeating it and it'll run right into it. And then below here, you have your call to action buttons, your presets. Okay, I mean, sorry, not your presets, your call to action buttons, your CTAs. So what would you like someone to do when they're done watching the videos above? Do you want them to book a time in your calendar? Do you want them to download a document or a contract or a listing agreement? Do you want them to visit your website? Do you want them to check out a case study? Do you want them to email you? Do you want them to fill out a physical form? Do you want a link to an external form? Do you want them to call or text? Now, call or text buttons will not show up on desktop. They will only show up on mobile, just as far as functionality. Now, the last thing on this page is right over here to the right. This is your AI sales assistant. And the reason this was added to these landing pages is because there have been a lot of studies done online that have shown in a buying situation, or someone's thinking about buying, having an AI assistant that can answer questions in real time really helps the buying numbers increase. So with here, let's just say you sent someone a video or a group of people a video, and your next step was to book a time. Well, maybe they're not ready to book a time yet. Maybe they have some additional questions they want answered right away. Over here to the right, you're going to notice the number, there's three of them, FAQs. You can have up to 20 of these. You can also ask SIA a question down here. Now, if I click what is Dubb, SIA is going to give me an answer, and then at the end is going to ask me something. Could you please provide your first name? So yes, SIA can collect and capture information, name, phone number, email. Now, if you already have all that information, and this is just a button on the inside of Dubb that you can just uncheck, then SIA would give an answer, but then at the end of the answer, SIA would push for your desired CTA. So instead of her saying, could you please provide your first name, she's going to say, are you ready to book a time with Rob? And the link will be right there. Now, we have a whole training on SIA, but in short, how SIA is educated is you would put website resource links inside of Dubb to educate SIA. Now, it couldn't just be dubb.com as an example. SIA is not going to click around to all the different areas. It would have to be different, pages like dubb.com, dubb.com/support, dubb.com/testimonials, dubb.com/features, and then SIA would learn physically about what's on that page. And then you can also load up a PDF or a TXT file with everything that you want. So SIA has an unbelievable ability to learn about you and what you do. And it's a real advantage to have that. So again, when you send the Dubb video out, make an interesting GIF right here. They click on it. This is where you want them to end up. Now, if you want to record a style like this or a style like this, you would go inside your Dubb account right here in the Dubb dashboard, and you would click this little red camera icon that sits right up here at the top. You click this here, and it's going to open up your camera. Now, when it opens it up, if you want to do the phone version where you saw the whiteboard being held up, just grab the Dubb mobile app on your phone. And then what you're going to do is, this is what this would look like. You're going to grab the Dubb mobile app, there it is. And then you're going to click on this whiteboard button right there, this little square at the top. You're going to click that right there, and there you go. And that's all I was doing before, was just putting the name or the property address or something fun, some phrase that a whole group can relate to if it is a group. And then just do this, turn it, and there you go. Hey, Rob, just want to send you this quick video, just like that. And that's pretty engaging. And then to do the virtual background, just go below, click virtual background, go to your photos, and then go in here and upload any screen grabs that you have into this area. And then you'll have a little library of these different screenshots of everything. So whatever industry you're in, why not go to a company website for the people that you're reaching out to? Talk about their who we are section. Talk about the section of their website that is the reason why you're reaching out or related to why you're reaching out. Because again, they'll have some good context. Obviously, if you're in real estate, put a property behind you. If there's an article online within your industry that really relates to, again, what you're educating them on or why you're reaching out, send them that. So it's something interesting. So that's how you use the virtual background and the phone on the basic website recorder right here. Now, every recorder within Dubb has a teleprompter option. If you have not used a teleprompter before, and you're a little skeptical about it, once you get used to it, it's pretty great because you're gonna have the words right in front of you. You don't have to search and think for them. They're good for if you want to get brand phrasing exactly right, or maybe there's some statistics or some things you just, you can't remember. You just want to have them right there. Teleprompter is really good for it. So you can click right up into here. You can search, create a new script. If I click this top button here, create new script, it's going to take me right over to scripting in Dubb. I can do the AI script writer. I can copy and paste. I can write it in here, whatever I want to do right within Dubb. I also can kind of scroll around for other scripts that I have saved, or I can search for a script by name, and then it will pull it up right there. Teleprompter drops down. Here's the speed right here, 176. I can adjust it up or down. I can hit the play button, see if I like that. I can back the text off, or I can zoom it in. And when I hit record, I'm going to have a little menu down here at the bottom, and this is what it would look like. Hi, this is Rob from Dubb. We are the sales operating system. We use video, automation, and contact management to create connections, conversations, and conversions. And I can hit the pause button at the bottom, stop the video. I can click it again to resume. I can click the X if I want to delete the video. Are you sure? That's always a nice button. And if you want to save the video into Dubb, all you have to do is click the blue check mark right down here, and that'll save it into the platform. If you want to close the teleprompter, tap it right there. So that's the basic website recorder. Really nice way to make a connection, but a face to the name, reaching out, warm leads. Really nice way, just right from your computer, very straightforward, virtual background, hold up the phone. Great way to do it. Now, if you want to do screen recordings are a great way to kind of nurture a prospect. So let's say, for example, I want to share this article, any website based, a website, browser, anything browser based, like this here, or if I want to share this, or if I want to share this, or if I want to reach out to someone on LinkedIn, let's say I want to reach out to Ruben here, I'd pull up his profile. So anything browser based. The Chrome extension is one of our screen recorders, and it's really good for stuff like this. So I'll show you how we use it. So let's just say I want to share this article on coaching. I can come up here to the Chrome extension, click on the button up here. It's going to open it up. I'm going to click tab here, and it's going to put me on the screen. Actually, I think I'm behind the teleprompter. Hold on, let me do this really quick because I think I moved my bubble. Yeah, see how I'm down at the bottom? And I was kind of hiding. All right, let me move this over here. Let me move this over here just so you guys can see this. All right, let me start it again. Take two. All right, ready? So here's the article we want to share. Again, I'm clicking the button right up here at the top. This little button here opens it up. There we go. Now I'm on the screen. So when you share these articles, be part of the story and think about what's the shape of my webcam and where should I put this thing? I don't want to block the title of the article, obviously, because remember that first 3 seconds of the GIF we want to make interesting. So I'm going to think about my shape. Does it have to be a circle? Is it phone shaped? Is it rectangle? I'm going to go square. and I'm going to put myself, I'm going to reduce the size a little bit. Like if I was going to do this article here, I'd put myself right there for a setup. I'm kind of in the corner. It looks like I'm part of that picture almost. That's a nice setup right there. I also can zoom myself in. I can back myself off if I want to. I can go up, down, side to side. I can come over here and click on virtual background here at the bottom. If I want a virtual background behind me, like we were just looking at, I can do that right in here. I can just use my profile picture if I want to. I can turn off my webcam if I just want to do an audio walkthrough of that page. I think the best is to be live, but you can, do what you feel is right on that. We also have a teleprompter. Click this here. You can move it towards the top. You have that as an option. We have an annotation tool right over here that you can use as well to point some things out. And that's the setup. That's what this looks like. Now, you can decide to do tab, screen, or camera. Tab, if you have it selected on tab and I hit record, it's going to be a nice clean cut of this page. You won't see any of the tab mess at the top. If you go screen, it's going to get your entire computer screen. If I'm going to go full screen, I'm going to use the desktop app, which I'm going to show you guys after this. And if you want to go camera, it's kind of a wider view here before you go back to the page. I personally think for Chrome, tab is really the best option, keeps you focused on the page that you're on. And this is what the setup would look like. Now, if I'm going to record something, I'm just going to pop over here to LinkedIn to give you this example. Again, open up Chrome. Here it is. Now, obviously, I'm not going to be a square because Ruben's in a circle. I'm going to match that feel just like this. And I'm going to put myself right next to him. So I'm going to hit record now, and this is what this is going to look like here. Here's my tab, right? There it is. I'm going to click share, and now I'm going to get my 3, 2, 1 countdown. Hey, Ruben, this is Rob. Saw your profile over here on LinkedIn and thought I'd reach out to you because I noticed some really cool stuff in your profile I want to have a chat with you about. So all I did there was a little wave, little point. That's my repeating GIF. And then I jumped to full screen. And then I went back. Now, jumping to full screen, you can click the button at the bottom that says expand webcam on the little menu bar at the bottom. That'll jump you to full screen. You can click that button again right here. It'll take you right back. Or you can hover over this with your mouse, click, double click to go back if you want to do that. But jumping to full screen is pretty awesome when you want to make points about stuff, break up the visual monotony, make it really dynamic and go back to the page. You also can hit the pause button right down here at the bottom. So if you want to do your opening and say hello, hit pause, take a break for a second. So you know what? I'm going to get myself lined up over here, get my thoughts organized, and then I'm going to click resume. Hey, and here I go again. I'm talking right down here. Or you can just free flow, keep recording and keep moving, totally up to you in terms of your style. And then you can use the annotation tool over here to the left. Do some arrows to point things out. You can do some circles. You can do some underlining. You use some numbering. You can also do some text on screen if you really want to hammer home a point on something. And all of these are going to stay right where they're supposed to stay. So if I keep going down, they're not going to follow me, excuse me, down the page. They're going to stay right where they need to be. And if you want to delete them, go to the bottom left of the annotation tool. There's a little trash can. Click that there, and they're gone. If you're thinking about reaching out on LinkedIn, if you're thinking about sharing an article, if you're thinking about sharing your website or someone else's website, anything browser-based inside here, because the Chrome is browser-based, this is a nice way to put yourself on the screen with what you want to show. Now, if I want to save this into Dubb, I'm going to click the check mark down the bottom. And when I click that, that's going to save the video into the platform. Now, once it's saved into the platform, I have it in my video library, which we're going to come back to in a minute. But let's keep looking at the ways you record. So this way I'm going to show you right now is another screen recorder with Dubb. It's the Dubb desktop app. And I'm going to click the quick menu here. This is the desktop app here. It does a number of things, but we're going to look at screen recording right here. So I'm going to click on this here, and it's going to open up my screen recorder. Now, a couple things to note that are similar to Chrome. Exact same webcam, same thing, move it around, do virtual background, zoom in and out, change the shapes, all that's the same. Very similar teleprompter that you can move around. You also have an annotation tool that's exactly the same right over here. Now, this red slash down here through this square, if I was to hit record right now, it will get my entire computer screen. If I get rid of the red slash, now I have a drop down and I have some choices for the borders of what I'm recording. This is custom, which means I can crop around anything I want to crop around. It could be a document, could be a certain part of a website, certain part of your desktop, whatever it is. You have that flexibility. Also, if I want to be part of this video, I'm going to stay right inside of here. I can move myself on the outside. I won't be part of the video, or I can just turn my webcam off if you want to do that. But whatever is inside of here will be part of the recording. I also can change this to landscape for YouTube. I can change it to 9 by 16 for social media. Right from your desktop, you can do that shape. And the last part about this, which is pretty cool about the desktop, is the recording. So I'm going to click the record button, the red button below. It's going to give me the 3, 2, 1. And now I'm recording just like I was doing before. I can pause and resume this recording just like everything else. But when I click the check mark down over here to the right, it's not going to save it into the platform like check marks normally do with Dubb. With the desktop app, when I click this here, it's going to say that, hey, guess what? You've just recorded a clip. The desktop app is a clip recorder. It's like little scenes in a movie that you're going to combine into one movie at the end. So when you use clip recording, it gives you the ability, like this button right here, to drag and drop videos from your computer. If you have an MP4, you can drop it right in here. You can also continue building your clips with these three icons down the bottom, which are three different styles. The one all the way to the left that I'm on right now is record screen. That's what we were just doing. So if I want to go right back and keep building my stuff out, I'm going to click record screen. It's going to bring me right back to where I was. I'm going to click record. I get the 3, 2, 1 countdown. And now I'm just recording another clip just like I was just doing before. I'm going to click the check mark. It's going to save that. And boom, there's my other clip. And I can drag and move these. So I don't have to record chronologically. It's a personal favorite of mine. I like recording out of order sometimes. So you can move this stuff around. You can click the three-dot menu. You can download or delete each individual clip if you want to your computer. And if you want to change up the style for the next clip, I'm now going to click on the webcam version with the middle icon down to the bottom left. I'm going to click that. It's going to open up my webcam, hit record, and maybe this is the end of my video. Hey, thanks for watching this video. Or maybe I just want to make a quick clip that doesn't look like the other ones to make a quick point. Now I have that clip and I can move that wherever I want to move it to. The last option that you have down here is Dubb Narrator. Dubb Narrator gives you the ability to play a pre-recorded video inside the bubble. So you're not live, it's pre-recorded. And it can either be a video of you that's pre-recorded, or it can be a video of somebody else or whatever you want in the pre-record. So when you click this here, it brings you to your video library. Just select the video that you want. Let's see, I'll grab this one right here. And then you just frame it how you want to frame it, hit record. And now the pre-recorded version of me is going to do the talking. Welcome into this video about SIA, your sales interactive assistant. So it gives you a lot of choices. Like if you don't want to do multitasking, just record it before. Or if you have a teammate or something, you're on a team and you want to use their video, have them send it over to you. And you have them walk through something. Now, when you're ready to combine these clips at the end, you're ready to move them around, get them in the right order, and you want to combine them all into one video, just click the edit button down to the bottom right. It's going to merge them all together. And then once they're merged together, you can do a quick little edit down over here to the bottom left. So just drag this thing where you want to drag it to, hit the scissor button, cut, and maybe it's the middle part I want to cut out. Move it a little bit here, cut it again, and then you got this piece that you want to get rid of, and you can just hit delete, and then it's gone. You can also hit the undo button, undo, 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 and it brings you right back to where you were. Now you also have the ability to get rid of silences. It's called Smart Cut, this little button right here. And all the areas in pink are silences that I have. And you can get rid of those if you'd like to. Depends on the style of your videos. If you want to keep some pauses, and I think pauses are good for certain emphasis, but depends on what your style is. And then at the end, excuse me, you can download the MP4 to your computer and you can upload this into the Dubb platform. Now, the last piece of recording that we have is the Dubb mobile app. The mobile app, obviously, like all mobile apps, most of them have really incredible cameras. So a lot of the times people will record videos just because they like the camera. They'll set it up on their desk like this, or they'll set it up like this. We've done those for a lot of YouTube videos. We'll set it up like this. But you also can do it for switching up your style. If you do a lot of screen recording videos, or you do a lot of webcam stuff, or you do a lot of bubble stuff like we've talked about, and you want to switch it up and do a walk and talk, if you want to do like a more intimate kind of like, hey, listen, I just want to give you a piece of advice on this, because we see that a lot with social media, obviously, and our eyes are used to seeing it. So it is a good idea to switch up if you want to try some other kind of diversity of style just to make a different point. It can kind of free you up a little bit, to use something like this. So I'm going to click the share button here. I'm going to show you what this looks like from the mobile app perspective. Okay, so when you have your mobile app, here it is. If we're going to record, blue camera icon at the very bottom of the screen in the middle, we're going to click that there. And when it opens up, a couple things we're going to notice. Number one is it is defaulted for a 1-minute recording. You can do 15, 30, 2. You can't go beyond 10. I always slide mine over to 10 and it's sticky. It'll remember that. Next time you open it up, it'll be on 10. That way I don't have to worry about it cutting me off. To record, I'm going to tap the circle at the bottom. Now I'm recording. You can see a timer up here. You can also see another timer down here at the bottom. I'm going to click it again, and there is the clip that I have just recorded. So just like the desktop app that you just saw, the mobile app is a clip recorder, same thing. But this clip has been automatically downloaded to my phone in my photo video area. So I have this clip if I need it. I'm going to click record again. So I have a second clip. Each clip has to be at least 2 seconds. It won't register if you cut it, do it a second. It has to be at least two. Tap it again. There's the second clip. And I can physically move these clips around, just like with the desktop app. I can take my finger, grab a clip, hold it for a second, slide it, and change the order. I also can delete a clip by tapping the little X at the bottom. I also can tap a clip individually. And if I do that, again, I can delete, I can trim, and if I click edit, I have the ability to add royalty-free music. I could add some music to this clip if I wanted to. We have a whole library of all different kinds of genres. You can do text on screen, where you can write a message on here. A lot of real estate folks, if they're doing, property walkthroughs and they're doing different rooms, they can write the stats of the room on there or a fun fact about it. Non-real estate related stuff, other industries, think about whatever you're talking about. You can have that word above you emphasizing what this is, what this is about, and you can break it up per clips. You also can do a voiceover. So whatever you're showing visually, maybe it's loud or maybe you just want to get the visual, you can do a voiceover for the clip, or you can do a voiceover at the end over everything. You also can speed up the action of this. So maybe you have a fun clip where you're kind of running outside, or you're moving around the office, or you're doing a property walkthrough moving quick. You can speed it up and make it fun. So those are the different options there within the clip. And then when you're back here to the main area, these icons over here are important. The top one's going to flip your camera around, show what's in front of you. This one right here is a countdown timer. I usually have mine on 3 seconds, so it matches the rest of Dubb. You could do a 10-second countdown. It's kind of long, but if you were doing a property walkthrough or whatever industry you're in, if you're far away and you have a good wireless mic and you want to hit that, you totally could do that. And then this is our teleprompter right here. I think this is the best one we have. It's right here. So we click this here. It's going to open it up. You're going to click up here into this spot. You're going to choose your script. This is auto scroll like you saw with the other teleprompters. Between 1 and 10, you can change it to whatever you'd like to change it to. You can hit the play button, see if you like the speed. That's a little slow for me. I usually keep mine on 9. Mine's pretty quick. And then if you want to make any changes, you can click the pencil icon right here. You can change it in here and then save it on the fly. Now, when you're reading this and you got a good angle and you have your stuff going and you're keeping your eyes where they should be, that's great. If you're finding you're cheating and your eyes are waiting for the words, either speed up this or you can use these guardrails right here to slide up the actual physical script. So now I can't cheat because I have to keep my eyes at the top because there's nothing to read down here. So I shouldn't even bother looking there if that's a problem. Last part is for iPhone users. Androids, we don't have this for you yet. iPhone, click here, gear icon, click auto track. And now when I hit record, it's going to highlight the words that I speak as I'm going. Deals is a feature on Dubb that is used for a sales-focused project management tool. The idea is you can have custom stages in your deal cycle and you can move your contacts down these custom stages so that you can keep your pipeline focused. So you can see it highlights and kind of goes at my pace when you want to do that. That's auto track, and that's right here. And auto scroll is before that you saw with the speed here. To close the teleprompter, you're going to tap the X. That's going to close it. If you want to add a video, so let's say you recorded something on your phone, not inside Dubb, and you have it in your photo video area and you want to make it part of this, all you have to do is click the folder button here, select the video that you want. It will drop it right down into here, and then just take your finger and move it wherever you want to move it to. If you want to record your screen, this button right there. If you want to add filters, right here, you can do skin smoothing, you can do black and white, you can do different color gradations. You can do something really scary if you want to send someone a video. Hey, stop scrolling because I look like I'm being radiographed, I guess. And then you can also use picture in picture. This is really good for real estate walkthroughs, but this could be anything. Like you could be sitting at your computer and you want to show something on your computer, but be on the screen as well. You can use it pretty much in any industry if you just want to make an interesting video. You can click this here, and whatever you're showing in front of you, now you're actually on the page with it. So obviously it lends itself really good for property walkthroughs. But again, you could show your computer. Like I could go just like this and say, hey, listen, check this out right here. And you can have your website pulled up. So there's a number of creative things you can do. Just think about what you're showing and it puts you on the page. The last thing here is going to be virtual background, like we saw in the beginning with the webcam. Same thing here. You could take screenshots of properties. screenshots of articles, screenshots of people's websites, screenshots of people's profiles, whatever you physically want to have behind you to give them context. And then click this button here, and you're going to come in here. It's going to take you to your photo, your photo area, select the photo that you want, choose it. Hey, listen, I want to talk to you a little bit about this. Or hey, maybe it's an article. This is a student improvement part article. Hey, I just saw your profile here online. You know what? I saw you were looking at this property, things like that. And then you can do the proper framing. And when you're done and you want to combine all of these videos into that one video at the end, click the blue button at the top. It's going to merge all of these clips together into that one video. And when they're done being merged, you're going to have an automatically saved finished video of that video on your phone. And then you'll also have the ability, again, like it says right here, upload to the right. You can upload it into Dubb, into the platform. You also can add in burned in subtitles at this point, where you can click the little square icon over to the bottom right square icon, click that there. It's going to upload the audio, and then you're going to have the ability to add these burned in subtitles. So when this opens up, you're going to see these little blocks that are going to show up down the bottom of the page here in a second. And those blocks are part of the actual video. This block, that block, this block. And you can go in here and you can come in and make the text bold. You can make it italic. You can give it an outline. You can change the background color if you'd like to. You can change the text color if you want to. And then you can physically move this towards the middle, which is probably the best idea. That way it doesn't get blocked if you're using social media with different kind of icons that are around everything. Keep it in there above or below. And then you can tap on the text if you want to make any spelling corrections in there if you want to. And when you're done, just click the blue check mark to the top right, and that is going to burn in the subtitles. And just like before, when this is done doing this, you're now going to have a finished version on your phone of that with the burned in subtitles. And then you'll also have the ability to load that into the Dubb platform, I have a second just clip, like you did before. So those are the different ways to record. You've got your basic webcam recorder. You have your screen recorders that you looked at with the desktop app and the Chrome extension, and then you add the mobile app at the end. Now, when you save a video into Dubb, it's going to take you to your customized video editing area inside Dubb. So the page looks like this. When you save a video, this is it right here. The video edit page right inside here. Now, we talked in the beginning about presets, right? These things. You send someone a video, they click on it, they're brought to the customized landing page called a preset. Now, when you want to think about your audience, there's a little drop down right here. And when you click on this drop down, it gives you choices of other presets that you have created. Mine has a check mark here because I have a default preset. So whenever I record a video, it's always going to give me these buttons, these videos, this layout, this style, because that's my default. Now I can change this for this video, only this video, to another preset if I wanted to. Like I can come in here and I could put in real estate, and then I'm going to click the real estate preset, and it's going to change everything about what you just saw with the backgrounds, the buttons, the branding, because it's a different audience that I want to reach out to. So when I open it up in another window, now it's got a house. It's got different player colors. It's got different testimonials, different buttons. So when you look at the two landing page presets, they're very different because they're for very different audiences with different messaging. And that's how you want to think about presets. If you're in real estate and you do buyers and sellers, have a preset for buyers and sellers, FSBOs, expireds, open houses. If you're in recruitment, employers, candidates, different industries. Maybe you do tech outreach and then you do healthcare outreach. Same thing with mortgages and loans. FHA loans, VA loans, first-time loans, coaching and consulting. There's a ton of different ways to segment your audience. Just look at who you're reaching out to and then figure out how you want to reach out to them. If you're in donor retention and you've got different pillars of giving, maybe you have those separated like that. So there's a lot of ways you can look at it. Now, when you're on a paid plan with Dubb, if you jump onto a subscription, one of the first things we do is we meet you in Zoom in what's called an optimization, and we'll help you set up all this stuff, the pages, the buttons, the look, so you end up ready to go and you can send some stuff out. Now, when you send these videos out, you're going to have tracking. Now, it says no activity because obviously we haven't sent it anywhere, but you can really drill down on what you want to focus on. You can uncheck the stuff you don't want. Who's clicking on the buttons? Who's watching the videos? How much of it did they watch? What's the watch rate? So that really shapes your follow-up because you know the content that was sent. If someone saw half the video, you know what they consumed, but you can follow up with what they didn't see. And that's really a great reason to follow up because a lot of time people in sales are like, hey, I'm just following up. Well, we know that, but what are you offering that's makes sense in terms of what you're going to say? And then for these videos, you always have a details tab. So when I click this here, it's going to remind me, hey, these are the buttons below the video. These are the playlist videos. And you even have advanced options down here. You can change all kinds of stuff. Maybe I want to disable the tracking. Maybe I want to allow it download transcripts. There's all kinds of little options down here under advanced. And these would all change just for this specific video. So if I sent someone this video and I realized after I sent it, oh, I wanted to change a button or I wanted to get rid of a video, I can still make these changes and it will retroactively change on the other side when they get it. I also have an editing tab. It's still kind of doing its thing here, but the editor is just like you saw with the desktop app. You can cut, split, undo. You can also, as a reminder, every dub video has its own MP4. So if you screw up on the editing a lot and you just hacked it up too much, download the MP4, save it to your computer, click the little replace button below, and no harm, no foul. So you have that choice. You also can go to the design tab. You know how when I said you hit record and the first 3 seconds is that repeating animated GIF? You technically can drag this here, generate your own thumbnail, and just drag it to a point of the video where you want that to be the first 3 seconds. Or you can upload your own. But it's your choice on that. But I think for efficiency purposes, it's always nice knowing that when you hit record, be ready, it's the first 3 seconds. And then lastly, you have a digital coach, Kyra. It's going to give you feedback on this. How's your cadence? How's your positivity? Are you being repetitive? Do you have filler words that they notice that you're using? All this kind of stuff right in here. You recorded a video, you got it on a customized landing page called a preset, and now you want to send it. So to send it, open up your email, open up Compose, and some best practices, put the word video in the subject line. You very rarely see it. And then have some text in here that says, hey, this is why you should watch it. And then to add the video in, you've got a couple of choices. One is going to be the direct integration button down here at the bottom with Gmail and Outlook 365 and Outlook, it's like off to the right. When you have the Chrome extension, that screen recorder we talked about earlier, up here at the top, when it's pinned and logged in, you're going to have this shortcut down here. So when you click this, it's going to open up and you're going to start scrolling down to the bottom. You can see me scrolling through the video library. Look for the video that you want. You can find it by scrolling, or you can search for it by name. But once you have it, click Advanced Options, put the email in for that advanced tracking of the person you're sending it to, and then add in this. I'll put, hey Ruben, and then I'm going to click Insert Video, and it drops it right in just like that. Now, there's another way to add it in if I'm not using the shortcut there. I can come right back over to the video edit page. It's this big blue share and send. So you can click this right here, put the email in for the advanced tracking. Again, you can add the personalization if you like to, just like this. Click copy for email. And then it's just a copy and paste, just like you saw before. Copy, paste, and there it is. And then you'd send it. Now on LinkedIn, if you're reaching out, just make sure you're connected with somebody first. You don't want to send a video with a connection request because it'll only show up as a link. You won't see the GIF. But once you do connect, click message, and then you can drop it right in here, and then they'll see the animated GIF that looks just like that, which is way more engaging than just, text-based stuff. Now, if you do have a CRM or a third-party sender like a MailChimp or a Constant Contact or CRMs like HubSpot, Salesforce, Go High Level, Lofty, Follow Up Boss, we have a lot of them in here that we have integrations with. So you can keep your workflows in there if you love what you have and just add video. If you don't have a CRM, you can upload your contacts with a CSV file, do task, deals, tags. You can do bulk sends with email and SMS. You also can do automation. Now, automation is available with our Pro Plus plan. Darius and Ina teach this where it's basically drip campaigns. And you can set up reasons for these, messaging goes out. There's some kind of time delay in between these messages where they're going to continue to get these videos. And they don't have to be videos. They can just be emails without videos if you want to. And then you can also give the person a choice of action. If they do something like they click on a button below the video, they'll get a different video or they'll be taken down a different messaging direction. If they just viewed the page, great. If they watch the video itself, all these are different actions that people can take with automations that are running in the background. And that, again, that's part of our higher tier plan, our Pro Plus plan. Lastly, here in the dashboard, you have some AI tools. IRA, right here in the middle. This is our writing tool, very similar to ChatGPT, same machinery. You choose the prompts in here, whatever prompt you want. I'm going to choose this one right here. I'm going to put on why video is the king of sales. And then you would choose your length down here at the bottom and hit submit. But before you hit submit, I would fill out these right over here, your profile features. This is a part of IRA where when you click this here, I have basic and sales. I could have more than these if I wanted to. The whole idea behind this is just like with the customized landing page presets that you saw before, where it speaks to a different part of your audience. If I was in real estate with buyers and sellers, I would want one for my seller outreach and one for my buyer outreach. So whatever splits you have in your audience, just create ones for each individual outreach to that audience. Because when you create these, Ira is going to be asking you specific questions about this outreach. So Ira is going to be learning about the audience and the outreach. Maybe your preferred tone of communication is a little different depending on the audience. And you also can apply this method, this structure of writing that we have, if you want to apply this as well. So if I wanted to prepare some email copy or a script for my teleprompter, I would choose the audience that I'm reaching out to, come down here, choose my prompt, write the rest of it like I did right here, and then click submit. And when I get the answer back, I can have this previewed back to me in a voice, an AI voice if I wanted to. If I want to hear it read back, I can copy it to a clipboard. I can import this directly to scripts. So inside Dubb over here under assets, scripts is right here. I can load it right in there. So now if I want to just take that script and load it into a teleprompter across all the tech, now I can record it very efficiently with that script. You also can import this to a voice video down here at the bottom, which means if you didn't want to have your face on camera and you didn't want to use your voice, you could upload a photo over here to the right. Here's your script right here in the middle. You can choose an AI voice. And then when you send this out to someone, they're going to see the image with a little waveform motion that kind of comes across the screen as the animated GIF preview. Because when the AI voice speaks, it'll look like a motion voicemail pretty much, which is better than just a text message. And then if you wanted to import directly to avatar videos, you could click this button here, brings you over here. Here's your script, choose your voice, and then you come down here and choose one of our avatars that we have created. If you want to create your own, you can click create, give a good description in here, and then it takes a little bit of time to create it. But once the asset is created, you can use them in email campaigns. You can also use them for YouTube videos or screen recorder videos. So like we saw before when I was using Dubb Narrator inside the desktop app, remember when I played a pre-recorded version of myself? This is where you can have an avatar walk someone through something. Maybe it's a contract, maybe it's just, hey, click here, click here. Maybe it's just a little walkthrough of something that you want to explain that you don't want to do. You could have the avatar do it. So you could have the avatar here, and then I just click record, and now the avatar is going to walk through someone through something.
Hi there. I saw you were checking out some properties in the area and wanted to send you this market update so you can make the best decision possible. As you can see, there is a ton of useful information here.
So there's a lot of stuff you can do in terms of that if you want to go that route with the avatars. Okay, so let me jump back over here. Let's see what we have in the Q&A and the chat. Let's see, Jimmy. Oh, good. It's good to have Jimmy in here. Let's see if she's still here. Yes, awesome. Okay. When you delete the silences from a video, won't you end up with a video longer than the audio? Or jerky video where a silence has been cut? Will there be a natural transition between the sections on either side of the deleted silence? Yeah, so when we've tested this, it's just like a jump cut. It's like when you see those videos where it kind of, if I was talking and I said, "Hey, this is Rob. I want to talk to you about the desktop app today." "Hey, this is Rob. I want to talk to you about the desktop app today." It just kind of like cuts it in quicker. Does that make sense, Jim? Not sure if your mic's working there. Let's see it. Hey, Jimmy, can you hear me? Oh, we might have had that problem that we had before, but I can read what you have in the chat. You said, "Do we still need to subscribe to an email marketer service or if using Dove's CRM and campaigns?" It depends on I know with SMS there's Twilio. We have other connectors. I can send you the article on that. It's pretty thorough. Darius just updated it, so I'll pull it off and I'll shoot it over to you so you have it because I know it's a step by step on that one. And then I saw that you had another question in here. Please remind me the best app to create the screen greeting, the one that will show the most white background and not editing tools in the background. So I would say if you're going to do for screen stuff, like if you're showing stuff on the screen and you don't want to have any of the tools show up, then I would use the desktop app. Like for instance, if I was doing this right here, let me share my screen. If I was doing this here, I wouldn't use the Chrome, I'd use desktop. I'd open it up here. I'd click record screen. And then when I open it up, here I am on the page right there. And the only reason you're seeing the controls here is just because, we show them for teaching. But none of these would show up. So I would use the screen recorder here, click this little button here. I would go to crop custom and just crop around the article, make it look neat like this. Move the borders to where you want them. And then when you hit record and you have this recording, none of this will show. This won't show, the teleprompter won't show, the annotation tool won't show. That's how I would do that. I would do the desktop app for something like that.
Yoo-hoo!
Hey, there you are.
Right. Okay, I've sorted it.
Nice. Did
It
any
was
of
a
that make sense? The stuff that I was saying?
yes, thank you. I had screwed up something with the permissions on my desktop. And
Ah,
so when I did a couple of videos using Dubb, there was video but no voice. And that's when I realized that the common denominator was the microphone. So I figured that out now. So I'll do a couple more tests using both the app on the phone
okay.
and also the Chrome extension and the desktop tool.
Send them
And
over. Jimmy,
hopefully
send
I'll
them
get
over
it
to
right.
feedback at
Yeah.
Dubb. Feedback at Dubb.
Mm,
That's the email. I'll put it in here again,
yes.
but feedback at Dubb. Like if you want feedback, just
Uh-huh.
send, because I think, the cool thing with desktop is none of those things show. Chrome, it will always show the annotation tool. You can hide it for a little bit. Like you can open up, you can turn it off with Chrome, open up, and then turn it on when you start. So you could technically, if you wanted to with Chrome, you could do this if you wanted to. Let me show you really quick. Like I just showed you the desktop version, right? I think that's probably the best way to go. But if you use the Chrome, like if I open up Chrome here, I'm on the screen. Where am I? Do, 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 do. I think I'm hiding right here. Anyway, the point is, see the annotation tool right here? See it? I can see it. What you can do is you can just turn it off. Click this little button right here, or the button right down here on the menu bar. I'd use this one right here. Turn it off. Hit record. So when you start, you're not going to see it. You won't see the annotation tool. It's not blocking anything. Hey, welcome to this video. You're talking, you're moving around. Then I would click the button down the bottom. It says annotation tool, turn it on then. And then when you turn it on, now you can use it and start doing the stuff you want to do. And then when you're done, just turn it off. So if you want to do that. But with the desktop app, you don't have to worry about it because it won't show the entire time. So it's really kind of your choice in terms of what you want to do as far as that. That makes sense? You hear me, Jimmy? Oh, I see the smiley face. All right, cool. Hey, smiley faces work. Let's see. They've got another question in here. Oh, Jimmy, is there a way to import everything that ChatGPT has learned about me into SIA rather than duplicate the education process and risk missing out something out? I don't think there's a direct transfer way. What you'd have to do, I can find out from Ruben, but I don't think there is. I think you'd have to go the PDF route, like where you'd have to copy and paste into the doc, or the website stuff. But I don't think there's a way to transfer that info. I can find out though, but I don't believe there is at this point. Um, let's see, Sally. Hi, good to see you, Sally. Not sure you went over this yesterday, but how do you remove audio from my video on my desktop? The video audio was done on my Android. Okay, so let's see, Sally, are you here? Oh, looks like Sally had to leave. I'll have to send her a video on that. But yeah, if you're going to remove, how do I remove audio from my video on my desktop? Um, the best way for any kind of audio, unless you have like a third-party editor, if you record something inside of Dubb, what you can do is you could, I guess in a way, do this. You could pull the video up and use like if I had a video here, a couple ways you could do it. If I recorded a video in Dubb. I could take this here. Let's say I had this video here, open it up in a new window, like this video right here. I guess technically what I could do is I could do something like this. I could open up the desktop app. I could click record screen. I could crop around this video like this, or I could jump it to full screen either way. But the whole point is here I can take this crop this up, hit record. Hey, Ruben. Then I could just do one of these deals. Not talk, obviously, when I'm doing this, because this is just going to be, I'm basically recording the same video, but now there's going to be no audio on it. And then what I could do is I could upload it, save it into Dubb. And then when I save it into Dubb, I just go to my Dubb mobile app, pull it up, open the Dubb recorder in the Dubb mobile app, have it there, and then just do a voiceover if I want to do that. Or I could, play music, have it recorded. There's a bunch of different ways to do it. That'd probably be the easiest way. Or if you have a third party editing tool, just download the video from Dubb, put it into like a CapCut or like another editor, and you could do that with the sound. Let me see. Oh, hey, Jai. Yeah, what's going on, man? Good to see you, Jai, as always. Yeah, I know. I agree. Jimmy has a wonderful voice. Jai, use the direct link from the thread to make it a PDF. There you go. Yeah. So, with SIA, what you can do is do this. This is just another part of SIA in general, just as far as the sharing. With SIA, how we looked at before, how it's on the video page. One of the newest things we added with SIA is being able to send a direct link of SIA. So if you go to the Dubb dashboard and you go to assets and it says sales assistants, these are the SIAs. Click on here. It says external link. You can click this here and it opens up like a chat GPT, but it's like sales GPT instead, and they can start interacting with it. So if you have a relationship with a client, you can always send them something like this. Hey, here's my sales assistant. Can answer any questions that you have. And I think you have to have a little bit of a rapport with somebody, first, instead of just putting them off to an AI. But, it gives you the ability to kind of have this conversation. You could also do it with LinkedIn posts or any social media post. Like if I have my post here and let's just say let's grab this one maybe. Let's see. No, let me grab this one. Where is it? I think it's this one. All right, see how there's a link below the video? So when you make these social posts, instead of having a link to a video, the Dubb page, you can do that if you wanted to, it's really good. But instead, you could have a link, that direct external link to SIA, and then it'll open up like this, and they can chat right away. So a couple cool adjustments to SIA that are pretty neat. Let's see. Kevin, how do I find presets? Hey, Kevin. So what you can do is if you want to find presets, just go to your Dubb dashboard right in here. And inside the Dubb dashboard, it is going to be, let me reset it so you can see it from the beginning. So Kevin, Dubb dashboard, and then go to assets, and then click on presets right here. And then it'll open up a little tutorial on presets. And this is where we have a number of them here. If you want to create a new preset, click this little blue plus button at the top, give it an internal name, and then you can come here and you can assign the different buttons, the different sales assistants, the different playlist videos, change any of this stuff in here, player colors, upload an image or choose from an image that we have, and click save down here. If you already have presets already in here, you can click the edit button if you want to make any permanent changes. You can come in here and change the buttons, whatever you want in here if you want to change that. But presets are located dashboard, assets, presets right there. Let's see. Mhm. Oh, I see what you're saying, Jai. So yeah, so Jai, basically what you're saying is like the link, like the education link you used with ChatGPT, like copy and paste that. Is that what you mean, Jai?
Yes, sir. That's exactly it. From the actual thread itself.
Got it. Yeah.
I think I have about. I think I can take. See, I can take probably. I think it's like 15 links, and
Okay.
then God knows how many PDFs. So I mean, like I said, I got the four Seers, and every one of them is smarter than me, and so I don't even talk anymore. I let her talk. Just
Crazy how much you can learn. You know what's crazy about AI is the fact that like even like the smartest person in the world that has the ability to consume so much information, like photographic memories, all that kind of stuff. It's just unbelievable how like Like training an AI is like training someone that is never going to forget anything.
It really does. I don't forget nothing.
Yeah, I mean, like if it ever does, I mean, I know AI does occasionally make mistakes, but I think they're still trying to figure out like why those things happen, because sometimes it's not so clear. But definitely better than us in terms of that,
It really is, man. I think since I started it, you figure I average anywhere between now. I'm gonna say probably close to about 40, 50 offers a day
Yeah,
that go out. And price when I was doing it, I may get out maybe 4 or 5.
yeah,
So I
yeah,
really don't really do anything. And she is just really good because she just a lot of questions people ask, she just right there to answer for me,
yep, yep,
which is which is amazing.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's just going to keep evolving, and
And
it's
I
going
did
to.
want to say one thing too, Rob, about
Yeah,
that SIA, man. It's
yeah.
like I know Darius keeps saying you don't want to put too much in there, but
Mhm,
you figure each one of mine got at least on the low made maybe at least 20 different PDFs and
mhm,
God knows how many links that allows me to put in there.
mhm.
And it's and she to me it's pretty fast. I mean, I don't know how fast people want it, but I mean she's like well timed and it's just she don't just regurgitate the answer.
Yep.
She changes it around every time. So you
Yeah,
know,
I think I forget the exact definition of pollution with AI, but I think it's like too much info, but there's got to be something specific with what the pollution would mean. Like as far as I'd have to look it up again, but yeah.
well, I mentioned it Darius on the other thing there too. 'Cause what I did was I have 'cause, well, I was doing this before AI. I was actually doing it with a chatbot, and you
Got
know how
it.
you get
Yep.
like spammers. They want to come in, they want to say dumb things to it.
Yep. Yep.
Now she's so much better. You can say little profane words. She come right back at you. So it's
Yeah.
really cool to see it. It's like, whoa, it's pretty good. It's
It's really just it's such a when you use it to really assist with what you're doing, that's really the idea. Like it really because I think it's like, you
she
know,
does everything. I don't know.
yeah, yeah. But I think like as it evolves, like the one thing like I always try to remember is like because even like as an example, like if you love sales, right? You love the interaction or whatever you do in life. Like when I draw and I do my cartoon stuff, my illustration, I love sitting down and physically doing it, thinking of the cartoons, the joke. Like I enjoy the whole process. And for me, if there was just a button where I could describe something, have it created in my style and all that kind of stuff, that's cool, but the journey for me is what the enjoyment is. So I feel like as long as AI assists us in, scaling and getting everywhere we need to go is great. But if you really enjoy what you're doing, you probably want to still do the videos because you probably enjoy doing it. So it's really giving you the
Uh,
last ability to kind of
I
still
don't
do.
enjoy it. I just want to
Yeah.
get them out and let people talk to her, and
Well, there you go. Yeah.
that's it, man. It's
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's great, but I did want to throw that in there because I don't know. She does a lot. I don't know about the information overload. Maybe as she gets older, maybe
Yeah.
she get that. But right now, she don't have that. She's
Yeah.
young,
Yeah. Yeah. She's still
making them.
learning.
So
Hey, listen, Kyan's gonna have his own he's gonna have his own bot. Um So everybody too, I wanted to mention this before I go. Like, Jai is part of the training. Like he does a lot of the advanced training with Ruben and Darius. So if you guys are on the Pro plan with Dubb, if you ever upgrade to Pro Plus, one of the biggest parts of it is this advanced coaching that they're doing. So Ruben and Darius, they're in there twice a week, Tuesday, 11:30 a.m. PST. They got a whole curriculum. They've got a open mic sheet that you can fill out in terms of your business if you want advice on those things. And it's a lot of accountability to it. So if you ever wanted in and outside the platform business advice, strategy stuff, Ruben and Darius are in there Tuesday, Thursday. So if you are on Pro and you ever want to upgrade inside the dashboard, just click upgrade and you'll have access to that kind of stuff. And then the videos are uploaded on YouTube there as well, so you can kind of consume those on Dubb support if you want to get a feel for that. You can head right over here to Dubb support, and these are the videos right here. So if you're on Dubb support, see these ones right here. Where is it? Right. See Dubb coaching call. These ones here. These ones here. You can check these out. So.
and we have homework and I didn't do it yet, so that's why I didn't go the other day. Yeah, so
Perfect.
you're right. It is accountability. I'm like I didn't do it. I mean, because I'm still every time he says something, I'm like I didn't know that. I didn't know that, and I gotta go back and do that, and
Yep.
I'm
I
like
know.
hold on, okay,
I know.
I catch that later.
Hey, you're
Yeah,
getting the toppity of the tippity top
yeah. I'm
from
like I didn't know
you know.
that. Rob didn't tell me that. That's why I came back to you today. I'm like you didn't tell me that.
Hey,
I,
welcome
hey,
back to
don't
the
make me
relaxed.
tell me.
Welcome back to the relaxed classroom.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, okay. I had to walk away. I'm like, okay, that's enough. I didn't know any. I'm like, okay, I ain't done none of this.
Yeah, it's cool. They do a great job with it because Darius and Ruben, their personalities are very different and they come from different like learning angles, you know. And getting the both of them together is like getting the complete walkthrough. You know, when you have the people that designed it and put it together and, you know, pictured it and built it, you know, they know every corner of it. So, and they've used it. I mean, since 2018, like, you know, they've done so many different strategies in terms of how to grow the dub itself, you know, which are good strategies too. So,
Well,
yeah.
they confused the hell out of me, so I had to step back. Okay, I'm okay. Let me get back. Let me get
Yeah.
back to basics over here because you tell me one thing, I had to go back. I'm like,
Mhm.
why didn't you tell me that the first time? Now I got to go back and do all of them over again.
I know.
Like
I
with the
know.
SIAs, that's the whole thing with the SIA thing. I'm like, wait, I can have more.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not
You
just gonna
can.
have a whole bunch.
SIA's like, you know, presets. They can know different things about different stuff and everything, or you can have the all-knowing SIA that knows everything. But you
Yeah,
know,
that's what I
so
had.
yeah, yeah. So there you
Yeah,
go.
that's the main one there. Yeah,
Yeah.
she does all. And I don't even have my booking page anymore because I really don't want to talk to anybody because I already talked to you and any questions she can answer.
Right.
If
And
there's
they're
a question she
very
can't answer,
thorough.
she can tell me.
Hmm.
It messes me say, all right, answer this. And then
Yep.
she can't answer it more. Like I can't answer it either. Hold on, let me get back to you. You know.
I know. It's like, let me get to my boss, which is my AI assistant.
Yeah.
Um,
So yeah.
Yeah, cool. Well, listen, everybody, we're at the top of the hour. As always, thanks for coming in. This training should be on YouTube in the next couple hours. And just go back to those spots you want to check out. And I look forward to everyone having a great weekend and see you on
Yeah.
Monday if you come
Yeah.
back.
No, Rob. You work tomorrow. Kai's out of school tomorrow, so you work.
Oh, sorry, my
Right.
bad.
Yeah.
My
11
bad.
o'clock. You'll be here, you guys.
Oh, I'll
Same
be
time,
here.
same place. 3 hours.
Cool.
All right, Rob.
All right, guys. All the best.
Ciao, ciao.